Ayubowan. So in this lesson, we are going to have a look at, again, another functional language session, right? Where we're going to have a look at complaining and apologizing. Okay? So අපි මොන හරි එකක් complain කරනවා නැත්නම් ඒකට සමාව ඉල්ලනවා. ඒ language තමයි අපි මේ lesson එකේ බලන්න යන්නේ. Right? So, practice question 1. Excuse me, but... Okay. Excuse me, but... So, right? These are some of the complaints that take place at a hotel. Respond politely to them. Okay? So first I'd like you to do it on your own and then I'll put up some sample answers. The room hasn't been cleaned yet. We'd like it done soon. Yes, of course. Right? So here you are. කොහොමද මේ තමයි complaints ටිකක් කොහොමද ඒකට respond කරන්නේ politely. Right? I booked a table for 4 people. There's only room for 2 here. මං table එකක් 4 දෙනෙක්ට book කරා. හැබැයි මෙතන තියෙන ඉඩ දෙන්නෙක්ට විතරයි. Is that your red car? I think you're in my parking space. අර කැවිල ඔයාගේ කාර් එකද? මං හිතන්නේ ඔයා මගේ space එකේ තමයි නතර කරන්න කියලා. Pets aren't allowed in the restaurant. Right? සුරතල් සතුන්ට එන්න දෙන්නේ නැහැ restaurant එක ඇතුළට. We ordered our food an hour ago and it still hasn't arrived. දැන් අපි food order කළ පැයක් විතර වෙනවා. හැබැයි තාම කෑම ටික ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ. So, your music is really loud. We can hear it from next door. We really don't need this comma here. I mean the full stop, right? So, හරිම සද්දේ music එක එහා ගෙදර ඉන්නකොටත් මේක ඇහෙනවා. මොන වගේ response එකක්ද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට දෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? I asked for a chocolate ice cream. This one's strawberry. Eating and drinking are not allowed in the play area. This coffee has milk in it. I said I wanted a black one. I ordered a sandwich with white bread. This bread is brown. We asked for a room with a sea view. This one has a garden view. I asked for a vegetarian pizza. This one has meat on it. So what kind of responses can you give? I'm sorry, I sent someone to do it right away. So the second one is, I booked a table for 4, but there's only room for 2 here. I'm so sorry about that. I'll get you another table. So if you can see here, when you're trying to apologize, respond to it, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry, 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 sorry. That is the common thing, right? I'm so sorry, I'll move it. I'm so sorry, I didn't know. We'll go somewhere else. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'll go and check on it. I'm so sorry, I'll turn it down immediately. I'm sorry, I'll get you a chocolate one. I'm so sorry, I'll finish my sandwich outside. I'm sorry, I'll bring you a black one. I'm sorry, I'll get you one with white bread. I'm so sorry, we'll get you a sea view room right away. I'm so sorry about that, I'll get you a vegetarian bun. Okay, so there you are. These are some of the responses that you could give. But remember, sorry is the most appropriate response first. මොකක් හරි වැරද්දක් වෙච්ච ගමන් කියන්න I'm sorry. කවුරු හරි complain එකක් වෙච්ච ගමන් කියන්න එපා අනේ sir ඉතින් ඒක අපේ වැරද්ද නෙවෙයි අපි දන්නේ නැහැ. Don't do that because that's very bad. If you're into customer service and a customer is complaining, the first thing you need to do is be obliged and say, I'm really sorry about it. Let me see what we can do. I'm really sorry, but I think you've made a mistake. හදිස්සිය customer වැරද්දක් කරලා තියෙනවා නම්. So it's really important for you to use that part of language. I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. Okay? Complete the two dialogues and write where you think each complaint occurred. Conversation 1 in a, where do you think? Excuse me, but I'm afraid there's a problem with my pizza. Okay, so I think it is in a restaurant. The ඔගොල්ලන්ට කැමති answers ලියන්න පුළුවන් conversation එකට ගැලපෙන, right? There are peppers on my pizza, but I ordered a pizza without peppers. I'm allergic to peppers, so I need to change my order. Right? So excuse me, but I'm afraid there's a problem with my pizza. What seems to be the problem? You can say, I'm so sorry. Let me get a new one. Let me get a new one without peppers. Okay, so you can say, I'm so sorry, Sama vendor. Let me get a new one without peppers. Aluth ekak aran ennam peppers nathi ekak. Right? Conversation 2 in a blank. Excuse me, but there is a problem with the jeans I bought yesterday. So probably in a clothes shop or a clothes store. The zipper is broken, so I would like to exchange them for another one. I'm so sorry. You could get a new one. I'm so sorry, you could get a new one. I'm so sorry, you could get a new one. Or you can say, I'm so sorry. Here you are. Or you can say, I'm so sorry. Here is a new pair. මේ තියෙන්නේ අලුත් pair එකක්. Thank you for your help. No worries. Right, so you can say no worries. There you are. Now the conversation is in a pizza restaurant. නැත්තම් උත්තර ලිව්වත් හරි, right? So when the person says, excuse me, but I'm afraid there's a problem with my pizza, you can say, I'm sorry to hear that. What is the problem? Right? So when he says that this is the problem, please forgive me for the mistake. I'll bring you a new pizza immediately. Right? In a clothes shop, so the clerk says, I'm sorry about that. Let me get you a new pair. You're welcome. No worries. Okay? Practice question 2, returned goods. The pictures show some products you bought yesterday from various shops. There's a problem with each item and they have to return each product to the shop and make a complaint. So I've bought a bike, or rather a bicycle, from Green's bike shop and there's a problem with it, right? I need to return it. I have bought a coffee from King's Coffee and I need to return back the coffee because it's not so great. I have come in to return a piece of meat that I bought in from Prime Cuts. I bought a car from CarMax, but I'm actually here to return it. I brought a few clothes from Fashion Passion, but I actually have to return it due to some defects in the clothes. I went to Tom's Hardware and I bought some stuff, a drill and a hammer, but I do need to return them because of a defect that each item has. I went to Computers R US and bought a monitor and a mouse, but it's not good, so I have to give it back. I went to Fairway Supermarket and I bought cornflakes and biscuits, but I need to return them now, right? So think about ways how you could return it, and here's a classic example done for you. Fairway Supermarket. Hello, how can I help you? I'd like to make a complaint about the what? Cornflakes and biscuits I bought yesterday. What seems to be the problem? I bought a box of cornflakes and a packet of biscuits. The box of cornflakes was expired and the biscuit packet was chewed by ants. The worst part is that the air has entered, making all the biscuits soggy. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. This was because most of our staff was on vacation. I assure you this won't happen in the future. Please leave them here. I will replace them for you. So a very nice salesperson, right? So think about the different scenarios, how you could come up with a conversation to return these different products. Okay? So if you want to make a complaint, if you want to apologize, if you want to ask for specifics, if you are going to take an action, checking back, making promises, giving reasons, there are certain phrases and words that you need to learn, right? So if you're making a complaint, I'm afraid I have to make a complaint. I'd like to make a complaint. I'm so sorry to trouble you, but I've got a bit of a problem. You see, I'm sorry to have to say this, but excuse me, there appears or there seems to be something wrong with. So that's if you're making a complaint. Apologizing, I'm sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Oh dear, I'm really sorry. I apologize, my apologies. I would like to apologize. I apologize for the inconvenience caused. Please accept my sincere or sincerest apologies. We were very sorry to hear that. So that's if you're apologizing. Asking for specifics, please tell me exactly what the problem is or what happened. Taking action. I suggest you leave it with us and we'll see what can be done. I will send someone to take care of it. Let me check and see what happened. Let me straighten this out and I will get back to you. Checking back, did everything work out to your satisfaction? And I wanted to see if the problem has been resolved. Making promises. You may be assured this won't happen again in the future. We will. I promise you nothing like this would happen again. Giving reasons, hetu. This was because, unfortunately, the main reason for this was. And then calming someone down, I'm sure we can sort it out. Don't get panicked. I'm glad that you have brought this to our attention. Okay? Right. And we move on. Practice question 3. Always and never. Complete the dialogue using the 2 verbs in any order. How is it going? Oh, I'm so fed up with my girlfriend. Why is that? Well, she's always arguing and she never listens. Okay? She's always arguing and she never listens to me. Why don't you try talking to her? Right? So මට නම් එපා වෙලා තියෙන්නේ මගේ ගර්ල්ෆ්‍රෙන්ඩ් එක්ක. ඊට පස්සේ අහනවා ඇයි ඒ කියලා. So එයා හැමතිස්සෙම මාත් එක්ක රණ්ඩු වෙනවා කියන කිසිම දෙයක් අහන්නේ නැහැ. ඊට පස්සේ ඒ අහනවා එහෙනම් ඔයාට කතා කරලා බැලුවොත් නරකද? Right? So here is a different way, right? How is it going? Oh, I'm so fed up with my girlfriend. Why is that? Well, she's always moving things, so I can't find them, and she never cleans up after herself. Why don't you speak to her about it? එයාට ඒ ගැන කතා කරන්නේ නැත්තේ. Right? So here are some scenarios for you. Boyfriend, girlfriend, clean and move. Best friend, borrow and go. Classmates, shout and give. Neighbors, make forget. Dog, bark and stay. Father, eat, laugh. Colleagues, office ekina yalu. Have, leave. Brother, get, take. Teacher, make, ask. Right. Sister, drink, use. Uncle, put, change. Flatmate, tidy, wash. Boss, check, keep. Mother, open, tell. Cat, sleep, come. Right? So you can come up with conversations, right? To bring out these words like moving and then clean. So that's exactly what I had here, clean and move. Same way, ඔගොල්ලන්ට මේ වචන පාවිච්චි වෙන විදියට conversation එකක් හදන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So, moving on into the next one, that is for you for homework. Use those verbs and then try to come up with a conversation. Forever complains. Put the following telephone complaints in the correct order. Okay, let's see. What is your name? What seems to be the problem? දැන් මේ ටික හරි order එකට දාන්න ඕනේ. I washed it according to the instructions on the label and now the color has faded. I bought it when I was on holiday. Can I return it to my local branch? How long have you had it? My name is Amika Sato. Could you put me through to customer services, please? Yes, please. It's about a jacket I bought last year. I've had it for about a year. I don't think a quality item should wear out so quickly. Where did you buy it? Customer services, can I help you? Right. So, මම හිතන්නේ උගලට දැන් කියවනකොටම numbers තේරෙනවා ඇති order එක. නම්බර ටික දාගන්න. ඉස්සෙල්ලා එන්නේ 4 5 ද මොකක්ද එන number එක. Right? So, I think it should be number 1 first. And then customer services, can I help you? Deka. Yes, please, Tuna. It's about a jacket I bought last year. Okay. But then what is your name? Right? So I think it should be the other way around. Customer services, can I help you? Or what is your name? So what seems to be the problem? And then you go on, right? So let's have a look at the order. How is the order, right? What is your name? My name is Amika Sato. Could you put me through to customer services, please? Customer services, can I help you? Yes, please. It's about a jacket I bought last year. What seems to be the problem? I washed it according to the instructions on the label and now the color has faded. How long have you had it? I've had it for about a year. I don't think a quality item should wear out so quickly. Where did you buy it? I bought it when I was on holiday. Can I return it to my local branch? There you are, right? So a very common kind of conversation where you buy something and you're complaining about it and you kind of want to return it, okay? So next one, you bought a new mobile phone at Fantastic Phones. Complain about your experience and the misleading advertisement. So this was the advertisement. Fantastic Phones, all makes and models are half price. Quality guaranteed. Full refund if you're not satisfied. Our shop is close to public transport. Okay. So, phone shop එකක් මේකේ තමයි දාලා තියෙන advertisement එක. All makes and models half price ගාන භාගයයි. Quality එක හොඳටම guarantee කරනවා. හදිස්සි ඔයගොල්ලෝ happy නැත්නම් product එකත් එක්ක full refund එකක් දෙනවා. කඩේ පිහිටලා තියන්නේ පොදු ප්‍රවාහන මාර්ගවල් වලට ළඟ වෙන්න. ඉතින් ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ කඩෙන් ෆෝන් එකක් අරගෙන රිටර්න් කරනවා මොකද ඒක එච්චර හොඳ නැති හින්දා සහ ඒගොල්ලෝගේ මේ දාලා තියෙන පෝස්ට් එක හරිම misleading කියලා. Right? So, the things are that the phone you wanted was not discounted. ඕන කරපු ෆෝන් එකට discount එකක් දුන්නේ නැහැ. When you got home, you discovered the phone was not working. ගෙදර ගියාට පස්සේ බලනකොට phone එක වැඩ කරන්නේත් නැහැ. When you called the phone shop, they said they couldn't get a refund because there was no damage to the phone. Call කරාට පස්සේ කියනවා කිසිම refund එකක් දෙන්න විදියක් නැහැ. මොකද phone එකට කිසිම damage එකක් වෙලා නැති හින්දා. There was no bus stop near the shop. You had to walk for a mile from the bus stop to get there. I think advertisement එකේ කියලා තිබ්බේව භාගයට භාගයක් බොරු, right? මේව තමයි ඒ කස්ටමර්ට තිබ්බ ප්‍රශ්න ටික. ඉතින් මේ ටික දාලා I want you to write a kind of conversation between a customer and a shop agent, right? So here are some phrases that would be useful for you, right? I'd like to make a complaint. මම කැමතියි complaint එකක් දාන්න. Please tell me exactly what the problem is, what happened. මොකද්ද හරියටම ප්‍රශ්නේ? මොකද උනේ? I'm sorry to hear that. අහන්න මට දුකයි. I'm sorry about that. සමා වෙන්න. I do apologize, right? I'm sure that we can sort it out. මං හිතනවා මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ අපිට විසඳ ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයි කියලා. I'd like a refund or I'd like to get my money back. මං කැමතියි මට refund එකක් දෙනවා නම්. Do you have a receipt? Receipt එකක් තියෙනවද? In the future we will. අනාගතේ අපි මෙහෙම කරයි. Right? So there you are, few phrases that you could use when you're writing your conversation. Then තනියම වැඩ ටිකක් කරන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න because you're in your intermediate level and it's important that you start working on your own, right? You took a flight with Zoom Airways. Second scenario එක තනියම කරන්න ඕන. Complain about your experience and the misleading advertisement. ඔන්න එතෙත් මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Advertisement එක බොරු කරලා තියෙන experience was not that good. Fly to New York with Zoom Airways. Fly to downtown New York. Tickets cost as little as $20. Friendly staff, trouble-free boarding. 99% of our flights arrive on time. Let's see what the problems are. The advertised price for the ticket was $20, but with taxes and extras, the final price was $79. Often happens to us as well. Per person to Dubai or Malaysia, we see, oh, it's 100,000 and you call, you're like, oh, it doesn't include the ticket price, right? So it can be a bit misleading. The plane took off an hour late. You landed in an airport that was 1 hour outside of New York. It was late and there was no public transport. You had to get a taxi which cost more than the flight. The airline staff were rude and there was no space to store your hand luggage. So which was completely not what they told on the advertisement. Okay. So again, write down a conversation and talk about these problems. How could you complain and what kind of solutions could you provide to them? ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා මම language teach කරා ඕගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන අදාළ language ටික බලලා conversation එක ලියන්න නැත්නම් කතා කරන්න දෙන්නෙක් අරගෙන කතා කරන්න. That's the best thing. හැම එකම ලියන්න ඕනේ කියලා නීතියක් නැහැ. Especially when it comes to speaking. So I'm giving you these free dialogues නිකම්ම නිකන් ලියන්න නැතුවනේ නිකන් දෙනව නෙවෙයි. For you to start practicing it and use the language, right? So either do it on your own if you have no partner. දෙපැත්තම role play කරන්න. If you have a partner, role play these scenarios, right? And practice question 5. Stop complaining. Use the pictures below to write short A and B conversations about the complaints, requests and apologies, right? So here you have some pictures, right? Dirty dishes not done. House is messy. You went shopping, right? Loud music from the neighbor, pet, texting, okay? An example. You haven't washed up the dishes. Could you please wash them up now? I'm sorry, I've been busy doing my homework. I'll do them now. Dekayone, right? So just A and B conversation, that should be fine, right? So you can just say, I've done the weekly shopping. And then B can say, oh, thank you so much. Third one, loud music. The music is really loud. I'm so sorry. I'll turn it off or I'll turn down the volume. Right? So there you are. I've given some examples. I've done the first one for you. Did 2 more. Now you have to do the rest on your own. That's for you to do. ඉතින් මේ ලෙසන් එකේ ගොඩාක් තනියම කරන්න දුන්නේ මොකද ෆන්ක්ෂනල් ලැන්ග්වේජ් හින්දා. දැන් ඔක්කොම මම කරොත් ඕගොල්ලන්ට කිසිම දෙයක් නැති වෙනවා ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න. So now begin එකේ ගොඩාක් ඒවා ඔයගොල්ලොත් එක කරා. Intermediate වල little by little I'm letting you do things on your own. So please grow in the language. නැත්තම් හැමදාම මං කියන ටික විතරක්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කරොත් you'll never be able to use the language on your own without me. Okay, so please make sure that you practice. Okay, it's very important that you practice the language, the words. Here are the words or the phrases that you could use in each scenario. So making a complaint, and if you want to apologize, if you want to take action, making promises, giving reasons, right? Very, very important phrases. Please refer to this before you start doing your conversations, right? Or whenever you want to write a conversation, when you're, you want to respond to something, you're not sure, you can always refer these phrases, right? So I think we've done a lot. I've given you a lot to do on your own, more than I did it. Okay? Mama කරනවට වඩා ඔයාලට agree disagree මම ගොඩක් කරා. Right? මේකෙදි I gave you a lot to do because I've taught you one lesson with functional language. That's the reason. Right? So I hope you do as many activities as possible. And with that, we come to the end of the 19th lesson, complaining and apologizing.